coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Back with the back behind.
I'm coming.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50. Let's go. Let's go.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
No, check that. We're going Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. We own them. We own them.
Read, Timothy.
Mike 52.
It's our field. It's our field.
To throw, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Tight dog.
Here we go, even.
Switch gears.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Three buzz. 52's the mic. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey.
Stop.
Shit.
Follow.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Kill, turn up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Mike, 55.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 52 blaster.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the Deion Jacobs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. 17. Off.
6. Mega.
56.
They'll look to throw here.
Here we go.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. These two teams all tied after one. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
All day, dog.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Check 43.
22 needle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To throw is Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And a nifty catch there for a first down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, watch the slant. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Wait. Let's go.
A give. This is Kamara. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Single.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 10.
Red 38.
Get in the weight room.
Set. Hut.
Back to throw here. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Let's go. 10 left.
There we go, defense. That's the stop. That's the stop. Yeah. There we go. That's the one. That's the one.
10 cycle.
56 is the mic.
Hut, hut.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
You ain't going nowhere. Take 4. Take 4.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Let him know. Let him know.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And some room to maneuver. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Come on, D.
Mike 52. Bench.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Winston now from the 50. He's going to look deep now for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams would be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for. Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore. 32 yards. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Jackson now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Set. Black. 95.
starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. Job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go. Red 38.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day.
Ready, go.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's the 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go, let's go.
McCaffrey. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Come on.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency
gets through, and now an opening. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They go play action. Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Job on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Let's see what you got.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Wait. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To the air again with Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
52's the mic. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception.
Nothing here.
Dante Jackson picks it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Alert flare, alert.
Ready, go.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up
You know they pay
4th.
me extra for
They
this.
have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.